loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. No. Pick up the ball. Watch safety get the set. Go. Safety's creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Forward down. I got 15. I got 15. Me. Sponge.
Now it's Jackson. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
3 bucks.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Wiggins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the pressure, and the Browns block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You go. Don't be scared of it. Hey, check right, check right. Watching your front.
On first down, Wiggins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun again to Mixon. Now, despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
From the gun, Wiggins. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bend it. Bend it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wiggins. He completes it to Tate. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun. Wiggins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Good job.
Robert Foster, 92 yards. And the Browns, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So from back deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin them back here at the 7-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Got an open man. It's Foster. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my thing.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Wiggins. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 39, Jackson forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first and 10, Wiggins. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yep.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Andrew Billings gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
55 to Mike. Ricky. Orbit. Mike 55.
To throw from his end zone. Wiggins. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
To throw from his end zone. Wiggins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wiggins. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Room here to run. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Wiggins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
41, Bengals nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wiggins. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready? Watching your five. Check right, check right.
Operating from the gun, Wiggins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wiggins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On 4th down, Wiggins. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 36, 36. Rotate. Spell. Pick the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Wiggins. Open man is Ross, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. On first down, Swift. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Throwing again. Wiggins. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day already.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggression.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check Mike 57.
To throw again is Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on second down. Wiggins. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing on first down. Wiggins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wiggins. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Wiggins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys